Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Minecraft on the JSano fan server with me, Mr. Muckluck. And here I am at the top of the Hanging Gardens of Babaluck because, if you remember last episode, I quite rightly pointed out this build, actually wasn't finished. But I'm happy to say now that all has been rectified, everything is good in the world because I've now truly, finished this build. Only like 2 years after I first built it. It's now actually properly finally done because, as you can see, we've got nether wart at the top. I'm going to take a little trip down to, what's this? This is carrots? Carrots? Oh, or dirt, yep. I really should have put some grass here. No, it's done though, it's done. I'm moving on. Carrots on that level. Oh, you get in the corner. Oh god. How do I get on this one? This wasn't the best designed. I mean, it looks nice, but it's not the easiest to traverse. I will say that. This looks like, what is this? Wheat? I think that's wheat. Wheat. And then down here we have. Oh no! Wait. No, wait. This is beetroot. Sorry, this is beetroot. Yeah, I've got some here. New type of food in the game introduced. Not quite sure how good it is. I don't think it's great though. So that's beetroot. This I think is carrots. Do you know what, who really cares? That's a crop, a type of crop. Down here we have. That's definitely wheat. There you go. Some's already growing. And if we go down one more, there is potato. Not sure why I put potato at the bottom, but I did. Hey, you're not potato, you phony. What's going on here? There we go. Alright then, so, yeah, Babaluck done. You know what that means? Yo, are you going to record today? Sure am. Doing so right now. Oh, Sayolo. That means we can do... What do you mean, what? What's so difficult to understand about that? Silly guy he is. We can do something back at the castle base. We can do two things. Something... that's going to be very, very satisfying. Oh god. I hope. Let's go quickly do that because a lot of stuff to do in today's episode. I've got a prank to show off. Yeah, I've been pranked. Brilliant. I've got a prank to show off, and also I want to build. This may sound a bit silly. I've only just built one, but I want to build another shop. I'm on like the shopping addiction. Oh god. I'm really bad at throwing nether pearls. Yeah, I want to build another shop. So, we're going to do that today. And I thought, whilst I build it later on in the episode, I could ramble a little bit about my Dublin trip, because I actually never did, and I said I would. I said I'd talk about it in a Minecraft episode, and I completely forgot. So, I might little ramble about that later on in the episode. But first of all, here we are, into whatever I call this room. I can't quite remember. Because we can now pop off a couple of things from this map of to-do list stuff. Map of to-do list. Meet English well. Okay. First things first, bookshop. Oh yeah. What was this book anyway? Sharpness 1. So that is now done. Good day to you, sir. And the other one was Babaluck Farms. Done. Good day to you. I think I'll keep these, but I'll just put them in here. Okay, great. So we still got... Actually, we can get rid of these now as well. Man, I did those in like the perfect order. I didn't even mean to do that. Put them on the edges. But there we go. 9 more things left to do. And we're going to work on, you guessed it, the melon shop later on today. But, first of all, I've got to take a long old trip all the way to the Wild West, Mesa Town, to show you my prank. Well, not my prank. Someone else's prank on me. I'll meet you over there. Okay, and here we are just outside of my portal into the Wild West Mesa town, the still untitled, still unnamed town, but we'll get there eventually. I want to splice in a clip before I go through the portal, just because it will make a bit more sense to the things I will reveal when I go through. This area has been changed as well, just a little bit, well, quite a lot actually. The plan for this area is now to have a sort of nether Wild West town, and each of our portals is going to be a building. So I'm going to build a building here, Dan's going to have one there, Nate's is going to have one there, and we can have a town in the nether. And then those portals lead to even more towns. So yeah, that's why everything's dug out. So yeah, I'm going to splice in a clip here of my revelation at what happened to my town.
Fucking shit, where is he shooting me from?
I almost made it to spawn to go to JSano land.
Alright, so... Next, are you at the JSano land?
What have you
I'm in
done
the
to
nether
my
hub.
town? Why is there a wall?
I can tell you, I haven't done that.
I think
this a
Dan
prank?
made the wall.
I don't know.
He's pranked me.
There is a witch.
He has pranked me.
Oh, I have a genius idea. I'm gonna do a silly prank on like a lot of active people that doesn't require any effort, and then they're gonna prank me, and I'm gonna get a lot of free material because of the prank.
Oh, that's a good idea.
I'll just make sure my material's made out of obsidian.
He's cobbled all the doors and everything.
Oh, well never mind then.
This has got to be Dan, right?
Of course it's Dan. It's always Dan.
Where's the sign? Where's the sign? Dear Muckluck, I'm back. You do realise that since I'm back, you're Wait, I can't read signs properly. You do realise that since I'm back, that this town is not big enough for the two of us. I'm holding this town for hostage. If you ever want your precious town back under your control, you'll have to beat me in the gentleman's game of my choice. Contact me as soon as you would like to lose. Your friend and foe, Dr. Taco 100. Bum bum bum.
Taco.
Then, are you recording right now?
Yeah.
Okay. Then I recommend to look on the backside.
I've
of the
seen
back
this.
sign.
What the hell is this crap?
Did you look on the backside of it?
Yes. Go in. Get out. Yep, there you go. Pranked again already. That didn't take long, did it? By a name and a face I have not seen on the server for a long, long time. Not to sound too much like Obi-Wan Kenobi, but yeah, Dr. Taco, he's nipped on and he's pranked us. What a sod. So I'm going to have to get in touch with him to sort out a gentleman's game of his choice to win back my town, so to speak, because at the moment I can't really make any progress on it. It's all been cobbled up. Massive wall around it. Who is he? Donald Trump? Gah. And I haven't actually showed you this building yet, this one over here. It is straight from Red Dead Redemption, as everything else is in this town. I think it was an undertaker's building or something like that, you know, coffins and whatnot. So we might make this into a coffin place, maybe. But I think I'll show it off more when we actually have the town back in our possession. You have to excuse my voice. My voice is a little bit sore today, a little bit rough. But yeah, that's all I want to show, really. That's why we won't be doing any work here today. Instead, we're going to head back over to the Shoptown district and get building another shop. And also get rambling about Dublin. I'll see you back over there. Okay, and here we are at Shoptown. But before we start on our build, well, actually, carry on with our build, I'll explain later. There's a few updates that have occurred at Shoptown, which I want to show off because it's looking pretty nice. Pretty nice. I like how this is. I mentioned last time, like, oh, Shoptown is so ignored, nothing's happening. Then boom, we got like 3 shops that have cropped up. So let me show you. Obviously, there's our bookstore, which I have been restocking, believe it or not. Thorns now, and yeah, going well, going well. But if we go over here, we have a shop by Naxer. It's like a big, angry, evil dragon, demon thing. And that is an obsidian shop. Apparently, Naxer's told me that he likes mining obsidian. He's a crazy, crazy guy, I tell you. But he likes it, so that's why he's got tons of it to sell. 32 for 2 diamonds, or 64 for 2 diamonds plus 10 iron. Pretty good. Pretty good. Nice view of Shoptown as well. That's good. I really like the build. It's like a statue. Very nice. And if we go over, see if I can end a pearl. If we go over that away. Oh, so close to landing. I want to land on the pressure pads. This is a name tag shop. This is by Asus. And, oh, my phone going off. This is 1 name tag for 2 diamonds. Name tags. Very nice and simple. What I like about the shop is it's pixel art, and I've said before, I'm not the biggest fan of pixel art. It makes sense in a shop town because it's very obvious what people sell. But in other places, I'm not the biggest fan, but hey, people can do what they want. But I like it when people try something different. So look at this. It's a name tag, but it's on a diagonal. So it's kind of 3D. Very clever. I like that. And he's also built another shop over here. I think he's working on... Yeah, he's working on another shop as well. Damn. That guy never stops. This is an... was this personalised bow and rod shop? With a giant bow and fishing rod. And what is it? It is 1 item for 2 diamonds or 2 items for 3 diamonds. Oh, that is good. That is good business right there. That is shrewd business, because that's exactly what supermarkets do, don't they? With 3 for 2 offers. You know, you think, do I really want this other item? I suppose it's only 1 diamond more. That's very good, very clever. And let's have a look inside. He's got some nice bows with interesting names. Bobby, Leopold, Attila, Simon, Sean, Salvador, Henk, and fishing rods, John, Helga, Nemo, I found him, George, Dave, Dave. Yeah, I like that. Very good. So we're getting some more shops in Shoptown, including my own. So here we go. We're going to build, or carry on building one over here. I will briefly explain why it's over there, because you may be thinking, Joe, it's so far away. Why is it so far away? But I will explain why, my friend. It's because... Oh, my voice is so rough. It's because it's not really a proper shop, is it? I'm selling melons. Come on. No, I'm not actually going to charge for it either. I just want to get rid of all the melons from Mary's prank. And because it is a bit of a joke shop, I didn't want to take up any useful space within the shop town. Like, I didn't want to put it here or over there, because, you know, other people might want to build proper shops, and my stupid ugly joke one is going to be in the way. So I've picked a spot close, but, you know, I'll make a road that goes over here, maybe a little bridge even, for our melon shop. And yeah, I've already started building it because I've tried to record this before, talking about Dublin, but I just rambled for way too long, knowing what I'm like. I need to be a bit more concise, so I'm going to do it again, and try and be a little bit more succinct with my description of my trip to Dublin, which happened, I think it was a couple months ago. It was the 25th to the 27th of April. Hello there. Hello. You blend in, don't you? Don't do your little spins with me. So I got all my supplies here. I'm going to carry on, see how well I do building and talking at the same time. Probably not very. And I'll try and be quite nice and simple with my description of Dublin. So, anyone got a Blast Protection 4 book? I'm selling one in my shop. Alright, there. I just need to, I need to promote the shop whenever I can. It's whatever you want to pay. No prices. That's the great thing about my shop, Man, it's just... I love getting business. I should actually go check how much I've made, if anything. Okay, right. Back to Dublin. So why did I go to Dublin? Very good question, said no one. It's because I actually did it as part of a friend's birthday. It was a birthday, and I wasn't entirely sure what to get them. I did have an idea, actually, but another friend had an even better idea, a friend from university. So their idea was to pull together the cost of a flight and hostel as a birthday gift, which was a really nice idea. And so I was like, yeah, I'll be up for that. I'll go on a trip with some friends. Oh, damn. And apparently, the person's whose birthday it was, they'd always wanted to go to Dublin. And I mean, I've never had a massive desire to go to Dublin, but sounds fun, sounds nice. Why not? So I was like, yeah, I'll be up for it. So we got a flight. Me and 2 other people bought their tickets, so 4 of us went all together to Dublin. And yeah, that was for a 3-day trip, pretty much like a long weekend in Dublin. And it was really great. It was really, really great. So as I said, I didn't really know much about Dublin beforehand. Actually, I'm going to leave it like that. But for 3 days, it was pretty good. I'll talk about the flight first, actually, because this was my first time flying anywhere. I've never flown on a plane. If I've travelled, it's always been either in England or using the Channel Tunnel, so to France or Belgium. Never by a plane. So I was a little bit nervous. It's my first flight, and I do suffer from travel sickness, so I was worried that I might start hurling on the plane. But luckily that didn't happen. I do get car travel sick, but obviously I can do all. Oh, I've got some. I can do all right with a plane. And actually, the plane trip was really nice. It was by Ryanair. It's cheap. It's cheerful. You get what you pay for. But it was fine. There was no problems really in terms of sickness. It was actually really cool to see all the clouds and all that stuff and taking off, and yeah. The only thing I didn't like is the only pain I got, not through puking up, was my ears didn't pop. So they were just stinging for a while. It's like, oh, you stupid ears, come on. Yeah, but apart from that, it's fine. I did mess up a little bit in another way though, because the other reason I was worried, I was a bit nervous, is because, like boarding and security and luggage, I'd never done any of that stuff before, so I was a bit nervous that I'd get that wrong. And I did. Now, luggage was fine in terms of, I packed all my liquids correctly and the correct weight. Didn't go over the limit, the size was right, all that sort of stuff. That was fine, no problems at all. Where I messed up, though, is with the passport, which is arguably the most important thing in a trip. Like a holiday trip, because that's what you kind of need to get into the country. Basically, if you are on Ryanair and you're the first 50 people to get on board, your luggage can go above your head. Literally above your seat for the whole flight. And so you don't need to go pick it up once you land. And so we were on track to be in the first 50, definitely. We had plenty of time to spare. We got there nice and early. So I put my passport in my luggage because I thought, oh, it'll just be above my head the whole time. It's fine. Unfortunately, something cropped up. Some boarding pass issue happened with a friend, and he had to wait to pretty much the back of the line. So yeah, we ended up waiting for him and didn't really get in the first 50, which meant, am I doing this right? I think I am. Our luggage was instead put in the hold, so in the big carrier bit of the plane, and we'd have to get it afterwards in after we've landed. Is that us? Has he got R1? I can't see him over there. Anyways. So yeah, the plans changed. However, I did not kind of think about that. My passport was still in my luggage. It was then put on the hold. And obviously you go through border control before you pick up your luggage. So I sort of messed up a bit. And when I landed, I realised I didn't actually have a passport to show the lady at the desk. A rather angry looking lady as well. Angry Irish looking lady. Luckily, because I come from England and it's not that far away from Dublin, from the Republic of Ireland, they were a bit more lax with the passport issues. Now, if it had been anywhere else, if it had been, say, in America, I'm sure I wouldn't have got away with this. But I just, I was able to use my my driver's license as enough proof to get into the country. But man, I won't be making that mistake again. Keep your passport with you the whole time on a flight is what I've learned. Yeah, that was a bit silly of me, really. But that was the only thing that sort of messed up in terms of the flight. On to Dublin. It was great. I don't want to say that we did terribly much there. Obviously, not that much time spent there. And I don't want to keep up a stereotype at all, but a lot of it was drinking alcohol. Yeah, not to give up stereotypes, but yeah. Honestly, that was just like, it seemed like such a obvious thing to do because they have a really nice kind of nightlife, lots of bars, lots of things to choose from in Dublin. And the hostel that we stayed at, they even did their own bar crawl for people who were staying there to go on. It was good value. I think it was like €12. And they'd show you around all these nice pubs. You get free drinks along the way. And once you paid once, you could go again for free any other time. So we went twice. Yeah, it was really good. And also because for things like this, when you're a tourist and you go to somewhere new, I'm always worried that I'm going to end up going to a pub where it's like a very local pub with all these men that have been going there for the past 50 years. And they don't want any young students in there. So they give you all these looks and they don't really want to serve you. I always worry about that. So because it was one done by the hostel, you know, it was pubs that are friendly, and that was all good. Played some. Actually, the good thing about the bar crawls actually wasn't just the drinking. It was getting to meet everyone else that stayed at the hostel because they went on it as well. So we met people from Canada and people from America. That was great. In fact, the Americans and Canadians were playing beer pong in one of the pubs. You know, Canadians versus Americans, beer pong, who will win? And I think the Americans won, as they should have. And then we played, what was it, Flip Cup? I think we played afterwards. That was good fun. I was actually pretty good at that. I'm terrible at most, drinking games. But I was pretty good at that one, so I was pleased. And there was live music in some of them, some Irish ditties being sang, and we'd sing along. It's all really nice. Got to try the Guinness, the authentic Guinness, straight from the brewery, which I'll get into in a minute. It was all really good. And yeah, we did get pretty drunk, but that's fine. All was well. Very merry, I'd say. Let me just check a picture quickly, make sure I'm doing this right. I think I am, yeah. Cool. So, what else was there? The thing is, right, so we did a lot of these bar crawls, and we had a walk around the city centre and saw all the nice buildings and the shopping centre and the river and the statues and stuff like that. But I will say there's not terribly much to do in Dublin. Well, no, that's a lie. There is. We weren't there for long enough, but there is a lot to do. But basically, we kind of limited ourselves because of time and also of distance. We didn't want to travel very far out from the city centre, so we kind of just stayed within there. That's completely wrong. I'm sure there's lots of stuff to do actually. Where are my leaves? But honestly, one of the highlights for the trip for me, and I didn't think this would be the case, but it was the Dublin, not the Dublin, the Guinness Brewery. That was great. It's kind of one of those things that everyone says, oh, you got to do it when you go there. And I agree, you really do. I had this picture in my mind of what the brewery would be like, and kind of like this kind of old, grotty thing where you get a dodgy tour guide from this old man. No, this was like a proper museum that you'd find in London. Maybe I should put dirt under there actually. Yeah, like a proper museum, really fancy, massive. It's like 5 floors, covering the entire history of Guinness. Really nice installations, like all this new technology to explain stuff, and big video screens, and it was really, really good. And you got kind of a free Guinness at the end. There's this thing called, what was it called? Like the Sky Bar or something, and it was a bar at the very top of the building. And we were talking really high up. It's like a 360 glass windows, or glass walls, I should say. So you get these great views of Dublin from high up, whilst you're drinking a Guinness, which, it was a bit early for drinking. It was like 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and we'd already drank the night before, so we were probably a bit hungover anyway. Yeah, so I wouldn't suggest that, because it gets to you that early on, and you don't really want to be feeling tipsy at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. But you had to. It was either it came with the ticket, the cost of entry into the brewery. You get a free drink. You either pick a Guinness or a Coke. It's like, well, what are you going to pick? Come on, when you're in Dublin, you're not going to pick a bloody Coke, are you? Actually, a friend did, because she didn't want to get drunk. She was correct, but I went with a Guinness. Yeah, it was really good, the Guinness Brewery. Definitely, I wouldn't go again. There's not really any point to, but I definitely advise it to anyone who's going to Dublin. Definitely well worth the money. It wasn't that expensive either, especially because we got student tickets as well. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Like, we did other stuff, but I can't quite remember all of it. I know that on the last day, on the Wednesday, so the day we were actually leaving, we tried to do some more cultural stuff. We tried to go to some of the museums, but by that point we were very hungover, and it was like we were trying to sort of enjoy all the artwork and stuff, but we were all a bit like, oh, let's just go. So we did try. Oh, I've done it wrong. How have I done this wrong? Let me just double check. Oh, right, okay. Yep. So yeah, on the last day, I think we went to maybe the National Gallery and the National something or other Architects Museum. I don't know, but I suppose I'd like to go again just to sort of see those places a bit better. As I said, yeah, it's 3 days, short trip. We could definitely do more again. At the same time, though, I think I'd like to go somewhere else just because, you know, you want to see new places all the time, don't you? But no, anyone who wants to go to Dublin, I would highly advise it. Very nice people. Don't be annoying. One thing I will say is their zebra crossing noise. Oh, I've done it wrong again. Look at this. How can I mess up so badly? Because I'm talking, that's why. Yeah, their zebra crossing noise, when you press the button and get the green man to go across, it's weird. Their sound is weird. Like ours is like in England, it's like a beep, 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 beep. And theirs is like a beep, 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 beep. It's really weird. I don't know. Like, of all the weird things to notice, I was like, man, their crossing noise is odd. Okay, right. I think I've rambled enough. There is a lot more to say, but I am putting a complete blank now. I will finish off this build very quickly. There's not actually that much more to do if I stop messing up this stupid car park bit. Oh, goodbye, Holly. He's just off. Or maybe he's relogging. I don't know. And I'll show you the finished build right now. And there you go. It is done. Well, almost done. There's one more thing I need to do, which I thought I'd do on camera. In case you spotted these banners up here. Well, we've got to give the shop a name, haven't we? So, let's get all these... Oh, no. Let's get all these lined up in our hotbar. And give this place... Oh, perfect. 9 spots, 9 letters. A name. If you're good at anagrams, can you work out what it is? Maybe? It is not Mr... Oh, that actually spells Mr. Namelot. Oh my god, I didn't even realise that. That's amazing. No, it's not Mr. Namelot. It's... That's crazy. What are the chances? Nope, I've done it. I can't spell. I'm so... I am 23 years old and I can't spell. Don't make fun of me. Please. It's Melonmart. There you go. We have finished off Melonmart. Yeah, if you haven't guessed by now, it's meant to be a bit like Walmart, but for melons. That's why it's got like a little car park. Because it's like a proper supermarket. And if we go in, bloing. Oh, look at all this stock. Watermelons everywhere. Oh, it's so wonderful. No prices though. I guess it must be free. And in fact, you're right. I might put a sign saying put whatever you want, like the bookstore. Yeah, pay what you want. Because I have put chests here. Because these are like the cash registers, you know, conveyor belt. Beep beep beep. Put all your stuff on. But yeah, I don't really think it'll matter too much. It's a little bit dull. I know. I might spruce it up with some item frames. With some melon pieces in there. I might even expand the business to sell, was it glycerine melon? The stuff you use for potions? Maybe that's another business venture. I don't know. But yeah, it's very simple. Like I said, it's just a bit of a joke. So there's Melonmart for you. And I think that's really going to do it for this episode because we are probably running a bit too long. Oh, before I end off, phone going off, be quiet. Before I end off the episode, there's a couple important things to say. Well, just one, really. Oh, and also, just to end off the Dublin trip stuff, ever since coming back from Dublin, I've now been trying out Guinness in every pub I go to, just to do like a taste test, and I can absolutely verify that it does not taste as good as it did in Dublin. Maybe I've just got rose-tinted glasses on, but no Guinness has been as smooth as it was in Dublin. So it is true, obviously, if you want the best Guinness, go there. But no, right, to end off, very important news, that being that there has now been a competition announced to get a spot on this server. Yeah, it was an idea that's been going for a while about letting some more people on, get some more activity on the server, hopefully maybe some more YouTubers on the server so we can have some more videos. We'll see, we don't know yet, but if you're watching this video, you've probably already seen it, and if you're a fan of the JSano fan server, you've probably already seen it because all of us uploaded pretty much the announcement video, which kind of features everyone on the server doing a little bit to show off why you should come join and what you need to do. So I won't say about it here, just go watch the video. I'll put a link in the description if for some reason you missed it, but it's quite obvious. Yes, if you want to win a spot on the server, go there, watch that, learn what to do, and submit. So yeah, that's cool. Get some new faces on the server. It's very nice. What was the other important bit? Oh, right, yes. It's if this is coming out today, which is the 23rd, it is the day to go vote in the referendum in Britain, whether we stay in the European Union or leave. I don't care what. I'm not going to get political. I don't care what your stance is. If you can vote, go vote. For goodness sake, do not let this opportunity go by, because it could affect us for the rest of our lives, potentially. Very, very important thing. Go vote if you can. I've already done it. I suggest you do too. Okay, right, that's it now. That's going to end off. Thank you all very much for watching. Until next time, goodbye.